with Holly. Hi, I'm Holly, and today I'm going to tell you all about Antarctica, which is where ice comes from. That's why Antarctica is also known as Iceland. Anyway, this might be like the last report about Antarctica ever because it's like totally melting. It's all in this documentary that Al Gore made called The Day After Tomorrow. I didn't see it, even though Jake Gyllenhaal is like a total hot bod. But my mom says that Al Gore invented the internet, so it's happening, okay? The name for Antarctica comes from the Greek word Antarcticos, which means Antarctica. Most of Antarctica is named after this other guy, Ross. There's the Ross Island, the Ross Sea, and he totally built the Ross ice shelves. Then he came home and invented Ross Dress for Less so that the Fran Metzgers of the world could get dressed for school. No worries. And that made him so famous that he became a character on Friends. It's true. I totally wikied it. The first person to make it to the South Pole was Ronald Almajoy. He beat this other guy, F. Scott Fitzgerald, who got so upset he completely forgot to gas up his snowmobile and like completely froze to death. But first, he wrote it all down in his journal, The Great Gatsby. Can you say depressing? Anyway, Ronald lived, and he became the second most famous person from Norway ever. Right behind those guys from Aha. Take on me. Oh my God, that is like my favorite oldie ever. Anyway, this other guy, Ernest Shaquille O'Neal, he tried to make the trip, but he totally lost his ship and he had to walk across the ice and wrestle polar bears and eat whale blubber just to get to a phone because there is like zero cell coverage. It's just kind of like that dead spot in the mall, which makes no sense because, hello, it's the mall. Do you think I might need to call my mother to come pick me up? I did get a signal right by the TCBY, so it totally worked out. And it all worked out for Ernest, too. He saved all of his guys, and they made it all into a big movie called The March of the Penguins. Today, Antarctica is pretty much the lamest country. They never do well in the Olympics, not even the Winter Olympics, duh. And there's like zero tourism, except for a bunch of freaky science nerds. And I mean, like, okay, they're weirdos, but I guess if it wasn't for them and the other explorers, we wouldn't have things like those hot new Polartec fleeces from Old Navy and leg warmers, which are totally making a comeback no matter what Ginny Campbell says. So, Tak Kair Laga, Antarctica, which means thanks a bunch, Antarctica, in Icelandic, the language of Antarctica. I'm Holly, making history.